Too many business owners out there think that they need to spend more money on advertising and marketing and lead generation in order to get more clients. What many of them miss is the intersection of sales and marketing that we call conversion rate. And it's often the bigger problem than needing more leads. So many business owners I talk to that say they need more leads, really what they need is a better conversion rate. So by improving your sales skills, you can increase your sales without spending more. And quite often, my clients end up spending less on marketing when they get better at converting. So here are my top 3 tips for improving your conversion rate so that you get more sales out of your existing lead flow. So tip number 1 is follow up, follow up, follow up. I can't tell you how many business owners out there that get plenty of leads, especially web inquiries or people replying to emails, and they never follow up with them. So you have to make sure that you follow up. If you're going to run a campaign, you need to make sure that on the back end of the campaign that your staff is equipped, has the scripts, has the follow-ups, knows how to do the follow-up. Nothing's worse than spending a bunch of money on advertising and then having nobody follow up. 5 years ago, I worked with a moving company who had put a big campaign on to be able to get more leads for household moves from their website. And after about 6 months, they noticed that they had not gotten any business off the pay-per-click campaigns they'd run, and they were trying to figure out why. And it turned out they had hundreds of leads and requests for quotes, but nobody was checking them. Once they made it somebody's job to check those and reply to them daily, they started getting more household moves. So follow up, follow up, follow up. You have to do that. Tip number 2, it's related to follow up, follow up. It's have a process, have a system. Make sure that somebody is responsible for doing the follow up. Make sure you have the scripts. Make sure you have, if it's going to be a voicemail message, the voicemail message. Make sure you have all of the things in place to take an incoming inquiry about your services and a process for moving them through to becoming a paying customer. Sales is just a system. There's skills involved, but it's also a process and a system. And what is your sales process for moving somebody from initial interest, that qualified lead, to paying customer? Tip number 3 for improving your conversion rate, have a USP and guarantee. So USP, that's a unique selling proposition. That's the answer to the question, why should somebody buy from you instead of your competitor? You have to have a great answer for that question. And I'll give you a hint, it can't be our service. Unless there's something about your customer service that is so unique and so valuable in the world, that will never, ever be your uniqueness that causes people to hire you. So it's got to really stand out, and you have to be able to tell them why. So in my case, business coaching, lots of coaches out there. One of my unique selling propositions is that all of our programs are month to month, where most coaches out there require 12-month contracts that you can't get out of. So in my case, if I'm helping you, you'll want me to continue being your coach. And if I'm not, you won't want me to keep being your coach. And you shouldn't let me waste your time and your money. So that's part of my uniqueness. And then guarantee. What is it you can guarantee about your product or service that people fear about your industry, right? What are people afraid of doing business with people in your industry? And you come up with a promise or a guarantee. Some industries, you can't use the word guarantee. You can come up with a promise that they won't have that bad experience with your company that they associate with your industry. So I've got a bonus tip for you as well, and it's actually the easiest one of all, and that is measure your conversion rate. Know what your conversion rate is. When you measure that, it's telling the team, it's telling your brain, this is really important. And you naturally will get better at it because your brain says, oh, this is important. I'll focus on it and I'll help so-and-so get better at it. So that's my bonus tip, measure it. Things that we measure, we focus on. The things that you measure of your team, they will do better on because people behave the way they're measured. And if you make conversion rate and improving your conversion rate an important part of your efforts, your conversion rate will start to improve. Now, if you'd like to learn more about conversion rate strategies that apply to you, go ahead and click on the link in the description, and we'll go ahead and set up a 20-minute call to chat about your number one conversion rate challenge and talk through some ideas that will be appropriate for you and your business and help you implement those as quickly as possible. So those are my tips, my top 3 plus my bonus tip on conversion rate. I'll see you on the next video. Thanks.